They'll tell you about their day and their sick goat and how their wife is not good enough for them. But you don't have an option. If you want music, you have to take the whole package. You want advice? You go to the elder, because he's wise and smart, but also smelly, racist, and boring. But he's the only one who knows which mushroom will kill you. So you sit there and you take it. It's a package deal. Take it or leave it. Except if you leave it, you die. You had to go towards other people for everything. But most of the time, you didn't go for the people. You went for something else. For knowledge, for entertainment, for information, for comfort, but not necessarily for the people themselves. But then technology arrives and fission happens. A recording gives music without the musician. Photograph, a face without the body. Telephone, voice without a person. And Google, the answer without the expert. Everyone's talking about parasocial relationships now. Parasocial relationships are relationships one has to a celebrity or a fictional character. It's a one-way relationship. One more example of concept fission. Take Friends. What's Friends actually? Yes, of course, they're friends to one another. I mean, they all date each other, but they're supposed to be friends. But more importantly, they're your friends. The whole point of the show is that you feel you're in Manhattan. You feel you're part of that fun group. And your friends, well, they're pretty nice, aren't they? How can your real friends compete? Are they as funny as Chandler?
Yes, back then I used humor as a defense mechanism. Thank God I don't do that anymore.
As nerdy as Ross?
How can you not believe in evolution?
And as weird as Phoebe?
I don't know, just look at this funky shirt.
No, they're not. And obviously they're not. In real life, people don't clap after they say anything. Now, we don't need to go to people anymore. We go to books for knowledge. We go to podcasts for comfort. We go to TV for entertainment. We go to Spotify for music. We go to Uber Eats for food. And at first, I was like, great, I can have one part without the other. Of course, when I want the social interaction, I'll just talk to people. But when I just want one thing, like food, entertainment, I just get part of the bundle. But then, TV gives you entertainment without friends. Porn gives you sex without intimacy. Twitch gives you hanging out with friends without hanging out and without friends. Podcasts gives you companionship without reciprocity. And social media gives you validation without friends. Because of technology, all those little reasons we had to go towards other people are gone. Through the million occurrences of this happening, we do not just get convenience, we get a solitude epidemic. That's quite grim. But let's face it, there's one guy who would be absolutely thrilled about this. Immanuel Kant. Yes, I know, you watched all the way up here. You did this to yourself. All Kant's moral philosophy boils down to this: you should not use people merely as means to an end, but as ends in themselves. You shouldn't call your uncle just to get your sing fixed. You shouldn't call your dad when you want entertainment. No, you should consider them as ends in themselves. Beautiful. How noble. But also impossible to do. Most of the ends require people. We cannot get anything without using people to get them. Until now. Now that technology has split all those bundles apart, we have a choice. Now that AI gives a better cream puff recipe than your mom, when you go to her and make cream puffs with her, you know you're not going for the cream puff recipe. You're going for her. But sometimes, reality will be less flattering. You'll realize you only call your uncle when you want to get your sink fixed. You'll realize you call some of your friends only when you want to get drunk. sometimes you'll realize you were using them only as means to an end. So that's what technology has been doing all along. The book did it, TV did it, social media did it, but nobody had an identity crisis because of books or the telephone or social media. We never wondered, oh, does it understand? Is it conscious? Is it intelligent? Is it like me? Are dogs intelligent? Whales, can they communicate? Dolphins, do they talk to each other? And parrots, when they speak, do they understand anything they're saying? The answer, of course, is we don't care. Because cows don't take our jobs. But as soon as the question becomes, is AI conscious? Is AI intelligent? Now everyone has an opinion, and they turn into the worst person you've ever met. What is consciousness? Is it really intelligent? What do we really mean by intelligence? What do you mean by consciousness? Let's define the terms. No, we don't. We don't need to define the terms. That's called a waste of time. And we need to get to the bottom of this. I'm not confused about AI because I don't really know what intelligence means, or consciousness for that matter. No, I'm confused about AI because I don't really know the boundary between intelligence, language, consciousness, identity. Because forever, they were always bundled in humans. I've only encountered humans with all of those features. This is how we can make sense of AI. Does it have one without the other? For example, language. Everyone now agrees AI has language. The question now becomes, does it have identity? Does it have consciousness? Does it have intelligence? I was biking last week when a car ran into me. So obviously, I started yelling. Mais vas-y, mais roule-moi dessus! Mais vas-y, roule-moi dessus, je te dis rien, je suis un vélo! Moi je compte pas, de toute façon je suis un vélo, on s'en fout, roule sur la Until I realized there was no one in the car. It was an autonomous driving car, just waiting for me to finish my little episode. But then I realized I do this all the time. Every time I'm encountering something with human intelligence, I associate a person behind it. Because up until now, language always came with a person attached. When I read a book, someone wrote it. When I heard a voice on the radio, someone was speaking. Someone with an intention. Someone with feelings. Someone with agency. So of course the same reflex kicks in with AI. When AI responds, my brain goes, wait, who's this? What do they feel? What do they think? But the question's wrong, of course, because there's no one under AI. No one is actually speaking. And we can see it very clearly based on how AI works. Everyone calls AI a word predictor. All it does is predict the next word. And they're right. When we talk to AI, they don't really see the message we send. Instead, they see this. You are ChatGPT, a model trained by OpenAI. Current date, 1st of April, 2026. User, hello. Who are you? ChatGPT. And all AI does is continue that text. It's going to try to predict the next best word that should happen after this text. So in that case, it would be I. And then it does it again. It will figure out how to complete this text the best. And then it will predict something like am in order to start the sentence, I am ChatGPT. It's not ChatGPT answering us. The AI is putting on the mask of the identity ChatGPT. So if you change the mask, if you change who's here, if you replace that ChatGPT with Socrates, Plato, or Descartes, same question, same AI in the background predicting the words, it would answer just like the mask would. So if we put Socrates, it would answer what Socrates would say. The AI is playing the game of predicting a word, while we're playing the game of talking to someone. Wittgenstein calls this language games. For example, if you say nice job To your colleague, after a presentation, it's praise. If you say nice job to your brother after you've beaten them in Mario Kart, that's mockery. Same words, different meaning. And that's exactly what's happening with AI. When we talk to AI, we're playing the game of dialogue, of talking to someone, one to one. But the AI is not playing that game. The AI is predicting what the mask they've been given would say. It's just like an actor playing a role. But an actor in real life has a real identity. AI is an actor who puts on masks without having an identity itself. It's only extremely good at acting all those personalities because it's so good at predicting what they would say. That's the big split happening with AI. Intelligence and identity are now separate. You can have one without the other. In Ridley Scott's 1982 movie Blade Runner, Detective Rick Deckard is trying to investigate and kill artificial humans called replicants. The issue is they look exactly the same as real flesh humans. So in order to figure out who's who, he's using the so-called void-com test, a series of emotionally loaded questions in order to trigger involuntary reactions, especially empathy, because the replicants do not have empathy. That's how he figures out who's a replicant and who's not. Or is he? Unfortunately, in the year of our Lord 2026, we do not have a void-com test. We do not have a very good way of figuring out what is conscious and what is not. Because fundamentally, consciousness is a first-person thing. You can only know you're conscious for yourself. All we've been ever using is language to figure out if your drunk friend is conscious or passed out unconscious. You try to talk to him, try to shake him or something. That was a very convenient shortcut because the package was intact, but now it's split because AI speaks now fluently, eloquently, sometimes beautifully. Yet, it's really not obvious if it's conscious or not. And so we have to abandon language as a tool to figure out if it's conscious. Something quite weird is happening with how we're measuring intelligence in AI. First, we thought chess was intelligence. Look at them, the chess masters. They're geniuses until Kasparov lost. Then Go was supposed to be intelligence until AI won. Then language was supposed to be intelligence. So if an AI could master language, surely it would be intelligent until it spoke. Then it was just the next word predictor. It's not intelligence. AI can pass the bar. AI can do PhD exams. AI can practically beat every intelligence benchmark we've come up with. Now, we've even created Humanity's Last Exam, a series of questions only deep experts in the field can answer. Very complex question of differential equation, or biology, or physics, or philosophy. And of course, the expert in philosophy cannot answer any question of biology, and the expert in physics cannot answer any question in math, because those questions are too hard. The questions can only be answered by experts in their own field. You and me, we cannot answer any of those questions. It's called Humanity's Last Exam, while no human can pass it. It seems like we really do not want to admit AI is intelligent, because the fundamental capacity that we have as humans is intelligence. So that's what we're going to do now. Figure out what reasons we have to believe AI is not intelligent and see if they hold up. People often mention, rightly so, that babies only need a few iterations of seeing a cat in order to understand what a cat is, to detect cats. Versus AI requires thousands, if not millions of examples to do the same. So AI is not really understanding what it's seeing. Because it's seen so many cat images, it's just doing pattern recognition, whereas the baby that has only seen a few of them can come up with the idea of a cat and detect cat very easily. the difference seems obvious. Of course, the baby is way more intelligent than an AI ever could, because it needs so few examples. But I think the comparison is very wrong for one reason. Babies' brains are not created from thin air. Even when we were primitive mammals, we could do all these tasks as well. Those tasks were not built in the last generations at all. They're very fundamental tasks that we learned millions of years ago. And DNA managed to encode this information down to us. And so that's why the analogy does not work. The baby is not 1 year old. It's just the latest iteration after a pipeline of evolution that has been happening for millions of years. So when we train models like ChatGPT, we do have to start from scratch. We do have to go through all evolution in order to end up with a model that can detect cats. We need for it to understand what shapes are and colors, fundamental patterns, all the way up to detecting cats. It basically needs to catch up with evolution. This is why it takes so much time to train a large language model, or any AI model for that matter. That's the fission between intelligence and innateness. But now it begs the question, how did we build all this? How did we create this intelligence? The fundamental issue we have as humans is that we die. And so when we die, all the knowledge and capacities we've built over the years are gone. When we were primitive humans, that was the main issue limiting us. The people with the most knowledge were the elder, because they lived long enough to experience the world, build an understanding, build knowledge. But as soon as they died, we lost it all. Of course, they tried to pass it down to other people, but that was very limited until we invented writing. Through writing, we could share the knowledge, share the intelligence, and build on top of it. When someone died, we didn't lose any of the data they've been accumulating. Plato was actually against writing. He thought writing would weaken our memory. But it's the exact opposite. Writing freed us from memory. Because now we can build on top of the previous knowledge, and we can iterate, we can pass that knowledge around. We do not lose it every time someone dies. And so we started writing everywhere, in tablets, scrolls, books. We got libraries, schools, hard drive, the internet, Wikipedia, everywhere. A great case of that is the Stack Overflow website. In the 2010s, that was the website every coder went on every time they had a problem. Thousands, millions of coding questions were asked on that website and answered by the community. Until AI arrived and trained on all that data. And since then, Stack Overflow has been dying. AI is the coding expert now, because we've managed to create the mathematical function that can take all that scattered knowledge into one place. But obviously you might be wondering, cool, knowledge, yes. We've accumulated knowledge for thousands of years, sure. But how is this intelligence? There's a difference between memory and intelligence. And that's exactly what people say about AI as well. AI is just a big database. AI is not really intelligent. It's a stochastic parrot. It just memorized all of the internet. So it's not really intelligent. It already knows the answer of the test. So yes, sure, it knows a lot of things, but it has zero intelligence. It cannot come up with new creative things. It's just pattern matching. Because it knows everything, it doesn't understand anything. Here, I don't think people are defending intelligence. They're defending a very specific kind of intelligence. Pure reason. They want intelligence to be immaculate. So let's take an example. If I ask you, when was the French Revolution? You say 1789. Cool. That's pure memorization, but let's say we play chess, and you play a move in chess. Does your move come out of nowhere? Or it comes from your practice of your previous games? The openings you've memorized, the tactics you've practiced. Here, it's definitely not just memorization. And it's not just innate reasoning out of nowhere. It's a bit of both. You have to leverage your memorization in order to come up with new moves. Is it 80-20? Is it 50-50? I don't know. But the fundamental idea here is that there is no disconnect between memory and intelligence. Human intelligence is full of memory, full of pattern recognition. When we speak, we do not know where the words come from. The words just come out naturally. When we draw, we do not know where they come from. It also comes naturally. But we can do them because of our practice. But the fact that we cannot link precisely our new brushes from the training we've done does not mean one does not cause the other. A lot of chess grandmasters, even world champion like Magnus Carlsen, say that when they evaluate a chess position, they know why it's good.
Most of the time, I know what to do. I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to sit there calculate for 45 minutes, an hour to know what the right move. Usually I can just feel it immediately.
They feel what's good and what's bad as a move, because tracing back where those new thoughts come from is too complex. It's lost in translation. We do not know the connection between our new thoughts and what we were trained on. We are black boxes, just like AI. This is the reason why we think intelligence comes out of nowhere. Because as a first experience, it feels like it is. So when people say AI is just pattern recognition, they're right. Because intelligence is pattern recognition. If you call AI pattern recognition, yeah, you might as well call every intelligent behavior pattern recognition. When you answer a test, that's pattern recognition. When you play chess, that's pattern recognition. When you speak, pattern recognition. When you draw on a new canvas, pattern recognition. So let's gather the pieces. Intelligence is not consciousness. It's not identity. And intelligence was never coming out of nowhere. An innate essence we all possess. No, it's been constructed. It's been built upon. It's been recorded, externalized in our data. And now that we've gotten all that data in one place and figured out the mathematical model to group it all together, we have created artificial intelligence. By artificial, we do not mean fake. We mean constructed, built. That is why intelligence is artificial.
bosses are infinitely horny for firing workers and replacing them with machines, and they have been since forever.
Goodbye, honey. Have a nice time.
Well, 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 if this isn't another happy home tied to United Umbilical. A happy home, 2 kids.
Oh, 3. 3. You haven't met our eldest, Bud. He's our musical genius.
3.
3.
Why, you're more of a man than I took you for, Henry. Of course, when you're married to a woman as enticing, as alluring.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I walk in on some man talk?
He was just talking about you, Miriam.
Oh, Mr. Crabneck.
Marty. Call me Marty, Miriam.
Mr. Crabneck was just...
Well, as I was telling Henry here, I would do just about anything to have a woman like you, Miriam.
Oh, really? Mr. Crabneck. Marty.
Right.
How's that dinner coming, dear?
Well, if you two will come to the table, I'll go and get Billy.
I hope you're hungry, Mr. Crabneck.
Hungry? Why, I'm famished. I could suck a waste tube from here to the edge.
Good. Good. We're all here now, so we can start.
Speaking of tubes, would you believe I recorded 14,937 GPMs last shift? Some of those tubes were getting real hot.
I find talking business at the dinner table awfully offensive, Henry. Don't you, Miriam?
Well, Marty, sometimes I just don't understand all the talk about PMs, viscosity, all that technical talk, like what makes a tube hot.
You, Miriam.
GPMs means gallons per minute, dear. Viscosity is a measurement of how quickly a given fluid can pass through a certain size orifice.
That can cause an eruption, Miriam.
What makes our tubes hot is the friction caused by the viscous fluid flowing through the walls of the tube.
Hollow head. I do believe you've embarrassed your wife.
So what happens next, Dad?
Well, the heat can cause a rupture pretty soon, and you've got fluid spraying everywhere.
Love to. Of course, the equation changes depending upon the length of the tube. But that's not your department, is it, Henry?
Oh, but it could be. You know, Henry's just a little bit quiet about his talents, Mr. Crabneck.
It's Marty.
I'm sorry. I'm just not used to calling my husband's bosses by their first names.
Don't think of me as your husband's boss. Think of me as a very close friend.
I believe you're the one who's embarrassing my wife, Marty.
That's Mr. Crabneck to you. And who gave you permission to unplug your pipe, meter monkey?
Well, dinner's over. I think it's time to leave.
Seal it, screw top, before you're up a purge pipe without a paddle.
Now, Henry, I don't think that Mr. Marty really means it. I think he's kidding, that's all. He's just kidding. You wouldn't want to do anything to lose your job, now would you?
I'm not going to lose my job, Miriam. I've been with you for almost 20 years now. I started in the waste department as a reamer and spent shift after shift crawling through rust-encrusted pipes.
Henry, please sit down.
Dad?
I think that Marty was just, kidding. Weren't you, Marty?
May I serve you, Marty?
Yes, I would love you to serve me, Miriam. This looks delicious. Please forgive me, Miriam. I had a bad time at work. You see, the demand for tubes, why, it's overwhelming. We pump 8 billion gallons through every station, and I am personally responsible for almost 16 million miles of tubes. What the pipes think am I talking about? Why, you must be bored stiff listening to us talk shop, Miriam.
Why, no. I find Henry's work very interesting.
Yes. Why, I was just telling Miriam what would happen if only one of our pumping stations broke down.
You mean like what happened just a little while ago?
Are you trying to say in that half-formed way of yours that something is wrong with our tubes, young man?
Some of Mom's tubes were blocked.
Some of the lines were blocked?
Yeah, me and Joey had to go to the pumping station and complain to Station Monster Battle Axe.
You complained? Why, you little Beezor. You're too lenient with your children, Henry.
Yes.
Too many privileges. Children need discipline. You don't want them winding up as rationalists, do you?
What's wrong with that? People should have the right to think what they want to think. What difference does it make?
I'll tell you what difference it makes. United Umbilical was not founded by a bunch of low-life, sludge-sucking, rat-breathing rationalists. And if they were to find out that you lean even slightly in that direction, they'd cut your tubes off so fast, the only thing you could do is crawl into a two-line and flush yourself off the edge. I should know. My ex-wife was a...
A rationalist?
Didn't you know that when you married her?
No, I married her because she was a sumptuous piece of throbbing flesh.
What's that mean, Dad?
Never mind, son.
And because she looked good at company parties.
What happened?
It was at one of those very same parties that I found a leak in her main line. She was a rationalist, and I mean a real card-carrying member. She as much as announced it right there in front of the entire upper management of United Umbilical. Well, of course, I had no choice.
You divorced her?
Divorce is such an ugly word. I prefer dispensed.
You must have loved her deeply.
Often. But I'm a company man, and you know what kind of business this is, Miriam. It's a cruel business. A cruel, business. You never know what you're up against. That's why I have to maintain control at you. If you're going anyplace in our business, Henry, you have to be ramrod tough, ramrod. Nothing less will do. Now, you, Henry, you lack the substance, the real meat. You're ramrod helper. Without me, you're nothing.
I don't like your tone, Mr. Kratnick.
Miriam, I plan on nothing less than blazing a trail right to the top of United Umbilical.
What about Henry?
Henry,
Henry?
a promotion in you?
Yes, me. I think I'm long overdue for a promotion.
And after all, he is featured in the current issue of Tube Time.
He's voted #1 meter man in this section 3 times in a row.
Yes, damn it, everybody knows I'm the best meter man in the business.
Then why would anyone want to promote you?
Yes, of course. That's right. If you're really good at your job, why would anyone promote you away from it?
Now you're getting it, Henry. The fact is that our industry isn't for boys. It's a cruel business. You're a smart woman, Miriam. You understand. understand that it's a cruel business. Cruel business. So unless your husband can offer something more than his sterling qualities...
Maybe I am too good for my job. Sure, I could do saturated.
Mr. Krepnik, are you suggesting that if I... that Henry will...
Call me Marty, Miriam.
I could screw up the whole works.
It'll grow on you.
Dad!
Let me have it. Come on, Miriam. You know you want it.
Oh, I don't!
No means yes.
Promote me. Billy, hey, where'd everybody go? Hey, what's going on here? Mr. Krabnick, what are you doing?
Cap it before I stick you sideways through an 8-inch. Come on, Miriam. Let me have it.
Want it, Marty? All right, you got it!
That's it, Hollowhead. No raise for you.
Well, I'm too good for your you. You just say the word, Miriam, and this guy's Krabnick.
Am I a late for waste foul? Yeah, get him, Dad!
Take this. And this.
You remember what we talked about over dinner, Henry? Now I'm going to show you just how cruel this business really
Please, don't!
is.
Marty, please! I'll do anything! I'll do what you want! Please! Stop him! Oh, stop him!
Did I kill him, Miriam? Is he dead?
No,
He's not dead?
no, I mean, you didn't kill him. I did. I mean, I think I did.
No, Billy, don't.
Yep, he's dead all right.
I don't know. I've never done this before.
That's it. Starting tomorrow, you're reaming pipe clots out of number 9.
I have to sit down. Miriam, I don't believe this. My boss is lying there on our kitchen floor, dead. Do you know what this means? It means I don't get my promotion. He has to okay it.
Your promotion? Henry, what about your career? We just committed murder. If they find out, They'll throw us off the edge.
There really is an edge?
What about regeneration?
Oh, Henry, that only works when they're still alive.
Oh. Hey, wait a minute. How do we know he's not still alive? We didn't check.
If you want to go back in there and check, you go right ahead.
Hey, I will.
No, son. This is a job for the man of the house.
Mr. Kradnick. I mean, Marty.
Oh, Purge.
Well, that surely should have done it.
I'm gonna find out.
He's still alive! How could he be?
Well, he is. We can still save him.
Save him! Are you out of your mind? He's sleaze. He tried to kill us. Yeah, Dad, he's muck. Really?
Well, we can't let him die.
We can't let him live.
I suppose you're right.
Ah! Somebody's coming. Quick! Wait! We can't leave him here.
We can hide him in the kitchen.
Good idea. Come on, give me a hand.
Mom! Dad! What's humping?
He's totally liquefied.
What do you mean?
How do you know?
Bud, what's going on here?
Oh, just got back from the party, Dad. Afraid my friend here may have had a little too much to drink.
Oh, Bud, I really can't believe this.
Oh, yeah, home. I had to come home, Dad. I couldn't stay at that party.
Why not, Bud?
The new songs. The guys were right. They didn't work. They hated them.
Oh, Bud, honey, I'm so sorry.
Miriam?
Whoa.
Bud?
I'm so hungry.
Bud, sit down before you fall down. Can't you hear me, Bud? What's wrong with you?
Don't burst a pipe.
Get some cold water, Miriam.
What are we going to do?
Dad, didn't you forget about, you know?
Don't just stand there. Do as I say. Get some cold water.
I'll get it.
No, Miriam, you get the door.
I'm getting the water.
Miriam, the door. Now.
Another critic. Mrs. Hollowhead?
Yes, may I help you? Cindy!
We thought it best that we escort your daughter home.
What happened? Are you all right?
Well, she was attending a party in which the kids found out a way how to pirate into an extremely restricted feed line. And, well, your daughter obviously had gone through some experimentation tonight. Ma'am, if we could just bring your daughter into the house here.
No.
Pardon me?
Well, I mean, my house is in such a state. Couldn't you just leave her?
Everything okay in here?
Well, oh, well, I guess if you don't mind the mess. You, just, make yourselves at home. Henry! The police are here. What are we going to do?
Let me handle this. Hello, officers. Good shift. What seems to be the trouble?
Mr. Hollowhead, we had to bring your daughter home. Sir, well, she and a bunch of her friends apparently tapped into a highly restricted, vapor feed source.
How could that be possible?
The shame of it is, no matter what we do, these kids, they're gonna find a way to get in. We, notified you about the, illegal tap, and, we also notified them about the fact that there was minors under the influence.
Influence?
Your daughter and her friends apparently have been mixing vapors. Ha! Phew!
Bless you, you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Not now.
Not now. It was earlier on. I don't know how to tell you, sir. We found well over 2 pounds of softening jelly on her.
2 pounds?
Miriam.
And also, there's some physical evidence that would lead us to believe that your daughter, well,
she was
she had been
severely compromised.
Cindy. My little angel foam. Tell Daddy, do you know who did this to you?
Oh, yes. I'll always remember. I mean, I don't remember all of them.
Was Oliver a part of this?
Oliver?
Oliver.
Oh, Oliver. Oh, no. He couldn't.
Oliver couldn't? Are we talking about one Oliver Digits? 17, brown hair, brown eyes, useless presence?
That's right.
Near overdose. He's all hopped up on the butt polish. When are kids gonna learn to just say no to butt polish?
Oh, but fortunately, I have these 2 big, strong, wonderful policemen there to save me.
Cindy, honey, don't you think it's time that you were in bed? Cindy.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, officers. I think I can handle this now.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please explain to me why you and your wife are covered with some sort of tubal discharge?
Oh.
Oh. We had a ruptured valve that splat spray game.
Valve.
Let's just try that again.
Well, no. No,
Oh, well, our son, Billy.
Billy?
He has one of those new games, you know. Splat spray.
But don't forget the ruptured valve, dear.
Oh.
May we see where the rupture occurred?
No! It's just that it's a mess. Besides, Henry works for United Umbilical as an authorized serviceman. Don't you, dear?
What? Yes, that's right, I do. Yes.
Well, could I see your identification then, sir?
Oh, sure.
Oh. Okay, you just might want to be a little more careful in the future there, Mr. Hollowhead.
Oh, yes, thank you. I will. I will be.
And, this thing about your daughter, remember, the wellspring of control lies within the father. Then it runs out.
Cindy, honey. Cindy. Cindy, sweetie, what are you doing down there?
Well, thank you very, very much for your time. You've been so kind. You must have children of your own.
I usually have to buy them. Hey.
Good shift.
Good shift. Your daughter, she'll be fine, but for safety's sake, you probably want to have her drained.
Drained?
Wow, Bud, you ought to hear this. Bud?
Hey, hold it right there. What seems to be the problem? Monster.
I gotcha.
When are you kids gonna learn?
They want to live life on the edge. They're going to.
Good chef.
Oh. Oh, why did he ever come over for dinner?
This has been the worst shift of my life.
Oh, it hasn't been that bad, Mom.
Yes, it has. Jeff didn't even show up at the party, and I had to feed Grandpa.
Mom, Dad, that's it.
Hi, Marty.
It's about time you two got up. I'm so upset with both of you. To think that my children would ever make me ashamed of them.
Mom, just because Cindy got caught with all that softening jelly is no reason to take it out on me.
But you spaced out son of a pipe polisher.
Cindy.
Stop it, you two. I don't want to hear another word from either one of you. Or do you want us to start following children's home rules like other parents?
Hi, Dad.
Well, now, there's my boy.
He's not your boy. I mean, he's your little man now. It is so nice to have everything back to normal. Billy, I fixed your favorite.
Practice pudding again, Mother?
It's still breathing.
Breathing, that shows how little you know. That means it's not properly aged.
When I was your age, Bud, we were more interested in basic survival techniques.
Yes, Henry, but things change. After all, you don't have to push everything through a tube by hand anymore. It's a different world.
Oh, that's true, dear. Now it just sucks by itself. Say, whose turn is it to feed Grandpa? We're all together, and we're a family, so let's all feed Grandpa together, huh? Mealtime, Grandpa. I hope you're hungry, Mr. Crabneck.
Dad, there's one thing I don't understand.
Yes?
Well, you know how you said it was bad to fight?
Yes, I did.
Did we do a bad thing to Mr. Crabneck?
No, not at all, son. Do you remember what else we talked about?
It's the blind man who follows the trail in the dark?
That's right, son. Good shift, Grandpa.
And good shift to you, Marty.
As it turned out, it wasn't a pipe dream after all. Dad finally got his promotion. He told me later it was all a matter of timing. The right place at the right time. As for me, I just go with the flow.
Are you looking for a good home? And now, sports tips from the Biker Mike Sports Bros. Here's Touchdown Moto's long bomb. Heads up!
Heads off!
It's Vinny's three-point play off grease pit into Electromag!
Yes! Sports Bros, rock and ride!
And now, make way for Throttle's Blazing Cycle with a blazing back wheel of power. Just pull the ripcord, and the Blazing Cycle goes the distance!
Blazing Cycle, rock and ride!
Biker Mice from Mars, new Sports Bros. Throttle's Blazing Cycle. And other figures each sold separately. Batteries not included.
There are a lot of great places to take pictures. There are a lot of great times to take pictures. But there's only one place to take all your pictures. Walmart. It's always the perfect place, and any time is the perfect time, because only Walmart combines Kodak Color Watch quality with the one low price you can always count on, without a coupon, every day of every week. There's no better place to take pictures than Walmart. Always the low price, always.
What do you get when you blend tempting candy or cookie toppings with creamy, soft-serve ice cream? Presenting McDonald's new McFlurry. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Microfocus, creators of visual programming tools for software development, is pleased to provide major funding for the Computer Chronicles. The story.
Matt, I'd say the answer is probably a little of both. One is that the aliens possess the means to make us block out the incident, and the other is that we block it out ourselves. It has to do with selective memory. The mind's ability to deeply submerge into the subconscious things, in this case the existence of aliens, that it finds too disturbing to deal with on a conscious level.
Sounds like a lot of head shrink double talk to me.
I'm not surprised.
I was a second lieutenant in 1953. I saw a hell of a lot of action during that war, and for the life of me, I can't seem to remember a detail.
Exactly.
Is there anything else you wish to see, General?
What? No. I think I've been pretty well brought up to date. Except for a briefing by you, Colonel.
If you'd just follow me, please, sir.
You are staying to dinner, aren't you, Uncle Hank?
I wouldn't miss it.
Am I the only one who's suspicious of the General's motives for surprising us with this little visit, huh?
Come on, Norton. It's just the way the military operates. It's like a snap inspection.
I think the real surprise is yet to come.
How does an entire graveyard shift? 12 men and women disappear without a trace.
Got me, Lieutenant. Here's the manager's list of what's missing. Plastic tubing, some kind of plastic fabric they make here in a truck. I guess to haul the stuff away.
So no money, no drugs.
我見到龍，好大條龍嘅，真係見到㗎。係啊，唔係假㗎，見到龍。
What do we got here?
She's the janitor, I think. I found her hiding in the utility closet out back.
What's your name, ma'am?
佢講乜嘢啊？
Hey, Chin! Chin, get in here.
What do you need, Lieutenant?
It's vacation. I'll settle for a translator.
My Chinese is a little rusty.
Oh, yeah? Guess what? So's mine. Go on, lady. Talk to the man.
我見到條龍，好大條嘅條龍，好長好大條嘅。
She's saying something about monsters.
都見
No,
到。
no, no.
但係
About
嗰啲人
dragons. At least I think it's
就
dragons.
唔見咗啦，條龍都唔見咗，咁啊走咗去，咁啊嗰陣時
And
咧
the
我都好
dragons
驚，
disappeared, and
唔見到條龍我就好
and
驚。
everybody got up and left like nothing ever
Okay.
happened. That's it.
Dragons, huh? Why not ghosts or hobgoblins or something I could understand? Take her in and get a full statement.
Yes, sir.
Planet is getting weirder by the minute.
I want your report filed ASAP, and make sure it gets on a computer.
Want me to include that stuff about the dragon?
Why not? Why should we be the only ones having all the fun?
Such progress is a positive sign. We still have so much to do.
You have to stay strong. The advocacy will be severely weakened without the three of us.
Mrs. Pennyworth sets a wonderful table, don't you think?
Yes, she and Mr. Kensington have made us all very comfortable.
You'd never know it, but Mrs. Pennyworth was a very valuable asset in the American section of Berlin during the last war. Her husband did the same thing with the Brits. Rumor has it they met one night when they were both trying to infiltrate the Russian sector. Oh, that woman has seen a lot of history. Even helped write some of it, too. And this house has had its own share of history as well. A few nuclear physicists lived here in the early days of the Manhattan Project. And just before you, we kept a KGB defector here. I wonder who the next occupants will be.
Harrison, does that sound suspiciously like an eviction notice to you?
I wouldn't look at it that way, Mr. Drake. All missions eventually come to an end, and that's why I'm here. To thank you all, personally, for a job well done.
I'm sorry, General. But the job isn't done.
Well, I'm completely satisfied with everything you've accomplished.
We've hardly accomplished a thing.
Uncle Hank, I can't believe you're cutting us off.
Suzanne, your own research suggests the aliens were susceptible to radiation poisoning.
How do you know that? I haven't released that data yet.
I don't think it takes a scientist to realize that any of those creatures that weren't blown up with their ships have died from radiation poisoning.
General, if you shut us down now, you're going to be repeating the same mistake that was made 35 years ago.
On the contrary, the aliens are finished. And now I suggest you all get on with the rest of your lives.
How much of this is your doing, Colonel?
The General asked me to make reports. I make reports. I'm just doing my job, Doctor.
I wish to God you would let me do mine.
The Olympic Spirit and Michelob.
Michelob, something speak for themselves. Michelob.
Michelob. One smooth and mellow taste tells you all you need to know. Michelob. Some things speak for themselves.
Listen. When your car cries for service, it's saying, take me to Goodyear. Goodyear Auto Service can add years to the life of your car because Goodyear knows your car from the ground up.
My Goodyear technicians can do everything, from scheduled maintenance to most emergency repairs. And I've got this, the name you can trust for auto service.
Goodyear tires and auto service for more Goodyears in your car.
Just because the phone company's changing, do I have to change the AT&T phone that's in my home? I mean, why change something that works as good as this? I called AT&T's toll-free number and found out I don't have to lift a finger to keep old Reliable right here on the job. I can keep on leasing or buy. So why don't you do what I'm doing during all these big changes in the telephone business? Relax.
AT&T, we set the standards.
I didn't want my girlfriend to even know I had the wart.
Glenn tried improved Compound W. Used daily, it dissolves warts away quickly in just days. Prevents spreading, too.
Compound W really does work.
Improved Compound W. You can't buy a stronger wart remover.
Uncle Hank, isn't there something you can do to delay closing us down?
It's all been decided. I'm sorry, honey.
So am I.
Good morning.
Well?
I told you the sentimental approach would not work.
At least it was worth a try.
What are you gonna do now?
I don't know. I guess the new Pacific Institute makes the most sense.
Still have room for a microbiologist on your staff?
Still willing to spend time with a nutcase?
Well, that depends. On what the nutcase wants me to do.
Well, if the general is right, and the aliens are dead, then we just pick up where we left off.
And if he's wrong?
If he's wrong. None of this matters anyway.
A few more boxes for you, Doctor.
Thank you, Mrs. Pennyworth.
I don't know what all the rush is about, though. General Wilson said you could use as much time as you needed to move out.
Well, I guess I'm just one of those people who doesn't like to stay where he's not wanted.
Gonna miss having you and the others around. It's almost like having a real family.
I know.
You need a hand with anything in here?
No, thanks. My daddy always used to tell me, never get so comfortable with a place or a woman that you can't leave in 5 minutes flat.
That must have been a great comfort to your mother.
Well, my folks were married 42 years, had 6 kids. Must have been doing something right.
What's that?
Oh, a little something I rigged up on the computer to let me know when it's on to something. To work, Gertrude. Well, what have we here? One of the jobs I have this little baby performing is constantly monitoring the National Crime Network computer to see if there's any bizarre stuff we might be interested in.
Excuse me, but isn't tapping into that computer just the tiniest bit against the law?
I don't know. I never asked. Well, let's see if there's something worth going to jail for.
Slaughtered cattle, a few missing factory workers, stolen plastic products. Why are you showing me this?
Because I think those incidences are connected. First to the aliens, and then to each other.
And I think you're looking for imaginary dragons under imaginary rocks. Where did you get this list?
Norton has his own way of finding these things out.
Didn't Mr. Drake get the message? Didn't any of you people get the message? This operation is terminated. You people are no longer in the alien-busting business.
You could bring this list to General Wilson, Colonel, and you could ask him to give us more time.
Oh, really? And what am I supposed to say to the General? That the aliens are trying to take over the world by cornering the market on plastic tubing? Give me a break, Doctor.
He's got a point, you know, Harrison. What are the aliens up to?
I haven't got the faintest idea.
But we still lack an adequate coolant. Liquid nitrogen would be the ideal substance.
Why are you not producing the substance?
We have tried, Advocate. This planet's atmosphere contains ample amounts of the nitrogen element, but converting the nitrogen into a useful form is beyond the scope of the materials we have on hand.
If you're incapable of manufacturing what we need, then you will acquire it in another way.
And quickly, before permanent harm comes to those of us still alive.
We cannot allow submersion into this rancid pool to become our destiny as well.
Sorry, Harrison. I've run this data through the computer a dozen different ways. Now, as far as I can see, nothing we are trying to lay on the aliens has any communications value. Of course, when you get right down to it, how can you tell with these guys?
I haven't been able to conjure up any military applications either. So that brings us right back down to biological. Ooh, thank you. You come up with anything?
Oh, unless it's for nutritional value. At the moment, we don't know a thing about the aliens' dietary needs. I haven't got a clue what they'd be using bovine blood for.
Maybe it has some sort of religious significance.
What if it does? Where does that take us?
It takes us... nowhere is where it takes us.
What about the stolen plastic?
Well, I did some checking. This is what I found. The fabric that was stolen had some pretty interesting properties. It's a special plastic blend woven to create microscopic vents, which allow the fabric to breathe. Used one way, the venting allows the escape of built-up gases, but used another way, it creates a near-perfect shield for things as small as most bacteria.
Like a contamination suit?
Yes, I guess it is.
Interesting.
Radio check. Section 3.
This is 3. Go ahead, Control.
Security breach. Section 12, perimeter fence.
On our way.
Stop!
Hey, you! Stop!